Hi, this is Melanie at Pardesi Reviews. I'm here to do a review of the 2021 Malayalam social thriller Nayattu. If you're new to Pardesi Reviews, I do trailer reactions and film reviews of Indian cinema. This film came out in theaters in April, and it recently released on both Netflix and Simply South. The subtitlist Vivek Ranjit complained that Netflix had altered some of his subtitles, so I watched this on Simply South. Although I do think some of the strong language that he said he had included in the theatrical version was also toned down for Simply South. So in other words, there were no mother F, subtitles of the cops talking to each other and insulting each other. What's different is in Indian cinema, frequently there's the corrupt cop who is a villain character, who's someone, who just is out to get whoever a hero is or a character and sets up a false crime. And so that's something that we've seen over and over and over again. And I'm not spoiling really anything because we see it in the trailer, but one of the three main policemen in this film, the three are played by Joju George, Kunchako Boban, and Nimisha Sajayan. Joju George is his superior tells him to go do a fake arson case because a politician's daughter has gotten involved in some young man, and to trump up a case to get rid of the young man from having a relationship with the politician's daughter. So you see Joju George pouring gasoline on a window and setting it afire. But you can see he's not taking joy in it. It's just something that he has to do and that his superior is making him do. And what's different about this film is that the setting is around the election time, and that is crucial into the timing and the pressure cooker of certain events and the pressure on things having to happen because it's the election that, tomorrow or the next day. A little bit of an insult and scuffle with a Dalit youth just ends up escalating into all sorts of cascades of things happen. And so the name of the film is The Hunt, and it's about these policemen, the tables are turned, and they're the ones, because of something that happens that I'm not going to spoil, they end up being on the run. This is a film by director Martin Prakkat, who last gave us Dulquer's film Charlie from 2015. So it's been quite a few years since he's given us a directorial feature film. The writer is Shahi Kabir. I think this couldn't be more different than Charlie. This is really a thriller where I did not know what was going to happen from moment to moment, what was going to happen next. And the film fools you a little bit because Kunchako's character and Nimisha's character have these glances. And in another film that would have developed into a romantic situation, it sort of, subverts your expectations of certain things happening. Let's just say that. But I love that, it wasn't even spoken dialogue between the two of them. There was a tweet by another reviewer who said, did anybody else see like another film would have been a romance? I'm like, I totally saw it. I totally saw it. The standout performer for me is Joju George. He was amazing in the film Joseph. This, to me, is another tour de force performance by him. He's a father in the film of a young teen daughter who he's so proud of. She has an upcoming dance competition. And so, again, that's one of those things like he wants to get back to her and be able to attend this dance competition. And then Kunchako's character is kind of new to this particular police station, and Nimisha has her own issues. And I just, the moral dilemmas in the film, I know I didn't completely get all of the social drama and political shades of meaning. I mean, I got some, but I'm sure for a Carolite audience, there was even more there. It's just really an incredible film. I can't recommend highly enough that you see this film. It's really excellent. Like I said, fine performance by everyone, but especially Joju George. Another just wonderful performance by him. So I'm glad all of you urged me to see this film and that it finally did become available on streaming so that I could also see it. Wow, a really excellent film. I want to know what you think about it, but when you leave a comment, if you have spoilers, please mark that so people who may not have seen the film don't get spoiled on some of the key plot points later in the film. Follow me on Twitter at PardesiYT. Follow me on Instagram at Pardesi Reviews. And if you hit the bell when you subscribe here, you'll never miss another trailer reaction or film review.